I think it is sometimes necessary to do these videos to contribute more value to you when I don't have such a great day, because perhaps you know this, sometimes we just feel so bad that we don't have enough time to do what we actually want. And I was having such a day, and perhaps you had such a day too. So I can tell you about this great opportunity that we are having when we start to eliminate the unnecessary thing to get to the necessary, because this is actually what today happened. Perhaps you know this, that it is often when you are doing something artistic, you are get caught up with so much unnecessary stuff, so much stuff that is actually not contributing to what we want to achieve. And there's also the problem that we, with we I mean me today, that we cannot identify actually what we really want to get out of the day we have in front of us. And we then, without this focus on what we actually want, can get even lost. The fact is really that we cannot achieve everything we want, and there is planning necessary. I'm working with really successful artists, and it is so outstanding how much they plan their day, and we can learn so much from the structure those successful artists are having, and how much focus they are, and how strong the priorities are set in their daily work. It is so outstanding. Some of my students from time to time are even better structured than I am. Of course, some of them are really managers, so they learned how to manage themselves and the day. So they, of course, I am learning willingly from them. But when you understand how precious it is what you are doing as a creative, as an artist, it is understandable how strong you must set your priorities. Otherwise, there are so many possibilities in which we can get lost and get nothing done. And it is sometimes really necessary to look at the obligations that we are having. Stop to do all this unnecessary things we are filling the day in, because it is falling in our path during the day, and it is perhaps comfortable to do, and then hours of our day are lost. And when you think about it, the best work can only come together when you are keeping the time that you are having, because you cannot produce more time, you can produce more money, you can produce better tools to work, but nevertheless time is the most precious thing that you are having. And to focus what you are doing with this time, and how you are setting a method and planning your day to fill the day with the things that are necessary. And perhaps these are all things that you know already. Most likely you will find down in the description a link with something that will give you more value than me just talking right now, because right now I'm connecting all the dots and putting all my thoughts together. So check this out after the video if you want. But nevertheless, coming back to the successful artists and what you are doing, to have a filter, to ask yourself what I should do with this, to be able to distinct with all the possibilities that you have during the day, what is falling in your day and what you could fill your day with, to have a filter that is making for you the decision, that is setting for you the priorities, how important it is to your outcome of what you want to achieve, is really one of the most important steps you can do as an artist to bring your art or to bring your creativity to the next level. For example, just social media or watching TV, all these things are time eaters. And of course, to get rid of some of the bad habits like TV or social media, it is hard, but it is possible. But to get rid of some of the unnecessary obligation is a whole other thing. And this is what I am frustrated today and why I'm making this video, because there are some obligations during my day that are so fruitless to what I want to achieve. When you think about it, what is at the very core of what you are doing, what you are best in, what is making your work significant, what is making your work outstanding, in which you are delivering in a way in which no one else can deliver. When you think about all these core things that is making you so special as a creative, as an artist, to have the sense, to have the filter, to decide what is necessary and what not. It is a hard process to develop such a filter, but it's really worth it. And because this possibility is opening for you time frames in which you can concentrate on all this, on all these things that are making your art so outstanding. And the more you are filling your time with your core potential work, the more outstanding outcomes you can actually achieve, and it's bringing you so much more fulfillment, and also it is enriching your life so much more. And this fulfillment is motivating you also to put more effort into your core function, in your core competence in delivering the outstanding things. But often it is not easy to let go these other obligations, to make the decision if something that is coming into my day plan is necessary or not necessary. And you have sometimes to be ruthless to people, and you have to make the decision to say sometime no, even if the person that you are saying no to feels sometimes hurt. And this is actually what has happened to me. When you are concentrating on your art, on your creativity, and the person is putting an obligation on you and you are saying no, and out of this a conflict is developing. This conflict is not about this obligation, it is about the priorities. This person is obviously not knowing how important your time is, your time frame is. And when this person is not understanding how important your priorities are to develop your art, to go with your art to the next level, I think there's a longer talk necessary to make this person understand your priorities. So perhaps if you have today the time, sit down and think a little more about your key priorities. What is eliminating the unnecessary things in your day? What will be your filter? What is the most important core of your work that should be fitted with as much time as it is possible? And when you have such priorities, it is more easy to communicate these priorities with others. Perhaps already I have put down a link below with some methods that will help you much better to develop such a filter or such a method. You can check this out down below if you click this link. But nevertheless, it is starting with your priorities, to understand what is making your artistic work so special, what will deliver to the world something that no one else can actually deliver. So you can devote your time to this very core of you doing, and in this you will find so much more enjoyment, and this will motivate you, give you so much more energy, so you are much more willing to be forceful about dropping all the unnecessary things out of your day and out of your life, and you are far less often in conflict like I was today about eliminating the unnecessary things out of your day. So if you have the time, sit down and think about the priorities. What is making you work so special? How should you structure your day? What is your filter with which you can decide what is unnecessary and what is really necessary to keep you on the track to deliver on your best artistic potentials? If you like, check out the link down below. There you will find most likely more that will bring you much more value than me just thinking out loud here. Nevertheless, I hope you have enjoyed these ideas, and I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, see you soon. Bye bye.